Matt, let's start with you. Let's talk about a guy who's coming off a state championship in high school, now going to Syracuse. What kind of an impact will that young man have for the Orange?
So Joe Girard, obviously an unbelievable jump shooter. That is undeniable, that skill. And then an AAU ball, doesn't have to do it a lot at Glens Falls, but he's a very good passer. I'm not sure if he'll have that role with the Orange, but he has at least to fall back on in a pinch. Athleticism is always going to come up with him. That'll be the big topic, especially with that zone defense and how he can get out and move laterally and all that kind of stuff and that kind of speed. I remember being at the Batavia Glens Falls game, football-wise, at the Carrier Dome, being blown away at his athleticism. Now, granted, football athleticism a little bit different than basketball, I should say, but I think generally he's underrated athletically. We'll see if he can be a star. I still think he can at least be a producer, a rotational guy, maybe a starter at some point. I think he'll definitely put a stamp on his Syracuse career at some point. He has skills that are just too good to not do as such. Now, I think there's a matter of 4 inches of height that will make Buddy Boeheim have a better career. They're sort of the same repertoire, but I still think Joe Girard is going to have his time.
It's interesting with Buddy Boeheim, because Syracuse has not really recruited players like Buddy that you thought, well, they don't have the athleticism to play the zone. And, the story is that Jim Boeheim had to be sort of convinced to recruit his own son because other coaches were saying the kid can play. If you can shoot in college basketball, there's a place for you on the roster, right? Buddy can shoot. We know Joe Girard can shoot. Why do we want to beat down these guys before they've even stepped on the court? He's been highly successful. He's a clutch player. He's carried a team. Let's see how he does at the next level. It may not be immediate, but I think that guy has shown that he can play at a high level.
Well, when the only reason you've been successful is a defense that you can only run the right way and confuses everybody else and you can't run that defense, maybe that's why you wait a little while and pump the brakes on a Buddy Baker or a Girard. Just saying. It's his whole bread and butter. He runs the zone. If he can't run the zone, what's the point of being there?
What I'm saying is Buddy has shown the ability to play on this team.
Okay.
And the ability to contribute.
You're going to strike, lightning going to strike twice? Buddy?
Yes.
I feel like they were just afraid of letting him get out of their backyard and how bad that was going to look.
Yeah, well, especially because I think regardless of where he went, he was going to have an impact, and I can just imagine that. I bet Cornell-Syracuse game, Jimmy Boeheim is going to really hurt him one of these years.
Yeah, the other side.